Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new live stream. This is Tosif, and this channel is about social and political issues, both domestic and international. So my friends, welcome. And let's see who's here. All right, who's here, my friends? We're going to have a great discussion. All right. All right. Okay, let's see who's here. Please say hello in the live chat window. All right, I think I may have hold on. I think I need to lower the lower the volume here on my end. Hold on one second. All right. My friends, please announce yourself in the live chat window before we get started with the discussion. I have a poll question already here. The poll question is, are you in favor of Donald Trump choosing millennials for his new administration? Please answer in the live chat window, okay? All right, my friends, I'm going to get started. President Donald J. Trump is selecting a young team. It is becoming increasingly clear that Trump is bringing in the younger generation to help form his administration. And that's why I have a question here, which is, are you in favor of Donald Trump choosing millennials for his new administration? So please answer the poll question. I would really appreciate that. Sorry for the initial delay. There was a little bit of a sound issue on my end, but it's much better now, I think. Frank is here. Gerlina is here. Okay, excellent. 10 votes already. Are you in favor of Donald Trump choosing millennials for his new administration? People, like, if you are wondering, okay, who's a millennial? I think we have a sense of who a millennial is. But if you want the exact years, let me tell you, people born between 1981 and 1996 are the millennials. Okay, those who were born between 1981 and 1996, they are the millennials. Okay, and Donald Trump is choosing millennials for his new administration. Not everyone is a millennial, but there are millennials, and I will be discussing those names as we move forward. So my question is, are you in favor of Donald Trump choosing millennials for his new administration? So I want to hear your thoughts. 007 AZ, Gerlina, Frank, Cool Boy, a viewer named Cool Boy. All right. Cheryl, hi everyone. So as you are tuning in, please make sure that you like this video. You like this video, and also if you are not a subscriber yet, please subscribe to join the conversation, okay? All right, my friends. Air Force is here. Hello. Good to see you. Says Tosif. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Good to see everyone here. Juan is here. Hello, Juan. So Donald Trump is selecting a young team. If you have been paying attention, you know this already. If you have been watching my live stream videos, then you know this already. It is becoming increasingly clear that Trump is bringing in the younger generation to help form his administration. It is the younger generation that will help make America great again. So I want to hear your thoughts on that topic. Are you in favor of Trump choosing millennials for his new administration? Now, it all started when Donald Trump selected JD Vance as his running mate. JD Vance. JD Vance is a millennial, and when Donald Trump first selected JD Vance as his running mate, I actually wrote a letter to the editor on this matter. It was published. Can anyone guess where it was published? What newspaper? Can anyone guess? I think I mentioned it previously. For anyone who doesn't know this already, I have written more than 100, I think it's more like 109-ish, I think, letters to editors and op-eds that have been published in many newspapers across the country. And so when Donald Trump selected JD Vance as his running mate, at that point, I wrote a letter to the editor on this, and it was published in New York Post. And I applauded Donald Trump's decision. And I said in my letter, I wrote that it is time for the millennials to step into the limelight in American politics. Okay. And I wrote, Trump, by picking Vance for vice president, has shown that he understands the importance of bright minds and fresh ideas. I also wrote in my letter to the editor, which was published in New York Post, I wrote that it is time for the people to accept the arrival of the next generation in national politics. Now, my friends, millennials are involved in politics. They have been involved in politics for a while. But I believe that millennials must be involved at the very highest level in American government. Okay, so millennials, obviously, they have been involved in politics for quite a long time. But I'm not talking about simply being involved in politics. I'm talking about millennials being involved in government decision-making at the highest level in government, okay? And that means working in the White House. That means serving as members of a president's cabinet. That means serving as senior level advisors. That means serving as the heads of departments, okay? And that's what I mean when I say that Trump, by picking Vance for vice president, has shown that he understands the importance of bright minds and fresh ideas. When I said that it is time for the people to accept the arrival of the new generation in national politics, that is what I meant. Millennials serving at the highest level. Millennials are now ready for leadership roles. And I'm not talking about leadership roles in city government. I'm not talking about leadership roles at the city hall or county board. I am talking about leadership roles at the highest level in federal government. And as I said, the president's cabinet, the White House, serving as senior level advisors, serving as heads of departments, serving as top level administrators. That's what I mean. That's what I mean when I say that millennials are now ready for leadership roles, okay? And millennials are now ready for executive power. That is the truth. That is the truth, my friend. As a millennial myself, okay, now people have asked me to ask if how old you are. I have given you clues, but I've never really said how old I am. I have no problem telling you how old I am. It's just that, some things I like a bit of suspense, okay? I like a bit of suspense, all right? No, you can go on my LinkedIn profile, you can go on Facebook, you can check out my website, and you'll be able to figure out how old I am, all right? So my friends, as a millennial, now here's another clue. I'm a millennial. As a millennial myself, I have very, very strong opinions on this matter. Okay? I have very, very strong opinions on this matter. And I will tell you that I'm very happy to see Donald Trump selecting millennials. I'm very happy. I'm thrilled. My friends, please Hit the like button if you have not done so already. Please vote in the poll that I'm running. Okay, who's here? Heidi Smith is here. AC Cruz, Juan, Angela, Kushi, Michelle, Gerlina, I said 007, Arizona, Cheryl, Frank, everyone's here. So that is great. I know more people will be joining as we move forward. Okay? By the way, my friends, I don't know what the weather is like where you are, but here in Wisconsin, here in Madison, Air Force is here. Kushi, yes. So here in Wisconsin, here in Madison, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's rain. There are raindrops hitting my window. Okay. I kind of like it. All right. I'd rather take rain over snow. Rain over snow. Okay. Rain's better than snow. And you know what? Actually, for writers, I don't know if you agree with me, but people who are writers, authors, they do a lot of writing. They have to sit and think. They have tea or coffee. They take a sip, and the caffeine helps open up your brain. Help with your thinking power, and you write. Whether poetry, novel, whatever. A cloudy, rainy day actually helps. It's a very cozy feeling. And I love rain, okay? I know it's inconvenient if you're heading out, if you have to get down from your vehicle, do stuff. It's inconvenient, but it's so cozy. I love it, all right? Let me know your thoughts. Okay, all right, my friends. I'm very happy to see Donald Trump selecting millennials, okay? And what this tells me is that this is not business as usual in Washington. This is not business as usual in Washington, my friends. Donald Trump, why was he elected? Why did people elect Donald Trump? They elected Donald Trump to bring about change. Not just small change, not just like little changes here and there. We get little changes here and there all the time. But Donald Trump was elected to bring about significant change, to bring about drastic change, and that is exactly what he's doing, my friends. He is bringing about drastic change. He's going to, January 20th. Please mark that. Listen, do you have a calendar? Do you have a calendar? I'm talking about the old-fashioned calendars on the wall or on your desk. I'm not talking about your computer calendar. I'm not talking about the electronic calendar on your tablet. I'm not talking about your phone calendar, your smartphone calendar. I am talking about the old-fashioned calendar, okay? If you have an old-fashioned calendar, okay, the hard copy, the thick paper, the glossy paper, calendar on the wall, calendar on your desk. If you have a calendar, this is what you should do. You're wondering, Tassif, all right, we got the calendar. What are we going to do now? Okay, we got the calendar. It's ready. You're asking us to mark the calendar, but what are we going to do? Okay, take a marker. As I said, mark. Take a marker. Now I've got the orange one here. I've also got the blue one here. Okay, let's see if I have any other colors. I think that might be it. I don't think I have any other colors. So I've got a blue marker, highlighter, whatever you call it, Sharpie, and then you've got the orange one. Pick your favorite color. You may have green. You may have, I don't know, whatever color. Here's what you should do. Here's what you should do. Take your calendar, and then turn to January 20th of 2025. Take a calendar, turn to January 20th of 2025, and mark that date on the calendar. Mark it on the calendar. You can use orange, you can use blue, okay? You can use whatever color you want. Mark that date on the calendar, because that is going to be one of the greatest dates in American history. In the history of the United States of America, it's going to be one of the greatest dates. You know why? Who can tell me why? Who can tell me why? Can anyone tell me why? Tell me why. Why is that date so significant? What is so special? William is saying the left's going to lose their mind. Exactly. The left's going to lose their mind. Michelle got it correct. William, you are correct also, okay? You are correct also. William and Michelle. Both are correct. William from Virginia. Am I correct, William? William from Virginia. Michelle from Florida. We love Florida. And we love Virginia too. You know, we got Glenn Youngkin in Virginia. Great governor. And Donald Trump lives in Florida. But, you know, on the 20th, Donald Trump is going to be entering the White House. January 20th, 2025. That is Inauguration Day. That is Inauguration Day, my friends. The left, as William said, the left's going to lose their mind. The people on the left, they're going to go crazy. They're going to go crazy. They're already going crazy, okay? Frank is saying Trump will take office. Heidi. Yes, Heidi. We're going to do great, okay? Cheryl Lee is saying Freedom Day. January 20th, 2025, Donald Trump is going to take the oath of office to become the 47th President of the United States of America. The 47th President, my friends. 47th President. And that day, he's going to start taking action. He's going to start taking action. And my friends, when I say Donald Trump was elected to bring about significant change, drastic change, that is exactly what he's going to do when he's sworn into office. When he's sworn into office on January 20th of 2025. So mark that date on the calendar. You can use blue. Are you going to use blue? Blue is like the Democrat color, right? But that's okay. You can use blue. And then orange. You can use orange. Orange. All right. Let's see. My friends, Donald Trump was elected to bring about drastic change. And, you know, in Washington politics, all right. Okay. I see some people don't like what I'm saying. That's okay. That's okay. Listen, all those who don't like what I'm saying. Okay. Let me ask you this question. Who here doesn't like what I'm saying? Okay. So all those who like what I'm saying, you know, just pause for a second. Who doesn't like what I'm saying? Who disagrees with me? Who disagrees with me? If you disagree with me, just tell me, hey, I don't like what you're saying. Just say it, all right? No, let me hear it. Say, I don't like what you're saying, Tassif. Oh, wow. Silence all of a sudden. All of us, okay. Yeah, I just gave the haters an opportunity to talk, and I don't hear anything. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. Okay. See, I just gave them an opportunity to say something, and like all of a sudden there's just silence. Interesting. All right. Okay. All right. So, my friends, in Washington, In Washington politics, there's usually a hierarchy. There's usually a hierarchy. And people have to wait for their turn. People have to wait for their turn. They have to wait in line. They have to wait for years to be elevated. And in the process, people get older. I mean, that's what you might see in politics. That's what you might see in government, okay? There's a hierarchy. And you have to wait for your turn, wait in line, wait for years to be elevated, okay? And in the process, people get older. You know, people lose their 20s and they drift into their 30s, and the 30s go by very quickly, and then people get into their 40s, they find themselves in their 40s. And then the 40s go by in the wink of an eye, and then comes the 50s, okay? And then at that point, some people might find themselves elevated, all right? Elevated to higher positions in government, higher positions of power. And then comes the 60s, and if people last in politics and government that long to be in their 60s, then they might be lucky to find a meaningful role. But then, in your 60s, you're already approaching Medicare eligibility. People are already planning their retirement. And this process that I just mentioned, this is politics as usual. This is government as usual. This is what happens. People, you know, some people benefit tremendously, but others, they have to wait for their turn. Wait for your turn, wait in line, wait for years, watch the years go by. Turn pages of the calendar. I mentioned the calendar, right? Turn pages of the calendar. Let the years go by, a month after month after month, and then the years, then the decade goes by. And people wait for their turn. They come to government, they come to politics hoping to make a lot of change. They come with a lot of energy, but they face resistance. And the years go by. People don't get elevated to positions where they might be able to be very effective. Okay? That's business as usual in Washington. That is politics as usual. Okay? But that politics and that government as usual is changing. It is changing. It is changing, and it's happening very, very fast. Donald Trump is the one who is going to bring about change. Who is going to bring about change. Donald Trump is bringing in young people, and he is putting them in charge at the highest level in the executive branch of the government. At the highest level. I'm not talking about, you know, somewhere in there in the higher level. No, I am talking about Donald Trump putting young people, fairly young people, millennials, in charge at the highest level in government. Okay? Not assistant secretary, not deputy secretary, secretary. The head of an agency, the head of a department, the head of a big agency. Politics and government as usual. Politics and government as usual is changing. The business of politics, the business of government is changing. Donald Trump is redefining the political landscape and the way the government is run and the way the government works. Donald Trump is bringing in, as I said, he's bringing in young people and he's putting them in charge at the highest level in the executive branch of government. He selected Tulsi Gabbard. You know for what position? I talked about it. You know this already. You know this already. Those who are watching this, you know this already. You know, you stay informed. You watch the news. You know what's going on in this country. You are familiar with the decisions that Donald Trump is making. What decisions is Donald Trump making? He selected Tulsi Gabbard for Director of National Intelligence. Director of National Intelligence. Tulsi Gabbard. She's a millennial. Did you know that? She's a millennial. Tulsi Gabbard is a millennial. And she has been selected by Donald Trump to be the director of national intelligence. Let that information be absorbed. Pay attention. Try to understand how much of confidence Donald Trump has on Tulsi Gabbard and people belonging to that generation, the millennial generation. Donald Trump selected Ellie Stefanik for the role of the United States ambassador to the United Nations, the U.S. ambassador to the UN, a major position in government. Trump selected Ellie Stefanik, who also happens to be a millennial. She has been selected for the role of the U.S. ambassador to the UN. Oh, maybe that's it, right? Tulsi Gabbard and Ellie Stefanik. Those are just the two. Tassif, you just mentioned two names. That's all. Those are just the only two millennials. No. There's more. In case anyone's thinking, hey, you just mentioned two names. Maybe that's it. Just two millennials in the cabinet. That's it, right? No. Matt Gaetz, congressman from Florida. Trump selected Matt Gaetz for the position of the Attorney General. And Matt Gaetz, he's a millennial. He is a millennial. Another millennial. Tulsi is a millennial. Ellie Stefanik, millennial. Matt Gaetz, millennial. All selected for very powerful positions at the very top of the executive branch of government. And then Trump selected Stephen Miller. You guys know Stephen Miller, right? Stephen Miller. Trump selected Stephen Miller as Deputy Chief of Staff for Policy and Homeland Security Advisor. And Stephen Miller also is a millennial. He's a millennial. Now let's talk about Pete Hegseth. Let's talk about Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth. Now you might say, Toss, if he's not a millennial, you were just talking about millennials, but Pete Hegseth is not a millennial. Well, Pete Hegseth would have been a millennial if he would have been a year younger, just 1 year younger, and he would have been a millennial. Pete Hegseth, based on, I looked the information up before I started the live stream. Pete Hegseth was born in 1980. And he would have been a millennial if he would have been born in 1981. So technically Pete Hegseth is not a millennial just because he's a year older. If he would have been born in 1981, he would have been a millennial, but he was born in 1980, so he's not a millennial, but he's right there. Right at the border, right at the boundary. He's just a year older, but it's the same thing. He's young. Now let's talk about Lee Zeldin. So Pete Hegseth, he was selected by Donald Trump to be the Secretary of Defense. Secretary of Defense, one of the most important positions. One of the most important positions in a president's cabinet. Pete Hegseth, 44 years old. Now let's talk about Lee Zeldin. Lee Zeldin was selected to be the administrator of the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA administrator. Lee Zeldin is also 44 years old. So technically not a millennial, but not much older either. He's right there. Right there. just a year older. And these people, okay, these people, millennials like Tulsi Gabbard, Ellis Stefanik, Matt Gaetz, Stephen Miller, they have been selected by Donald J. Trump to serve in very powerful positions in the Trump administration. Pete Hegseth, Lee Zeldin, also quite young than people you see serving in government in cabinet positions. Pete Hegseth and Lee Zeldin also in their early 40s, very young. They will also be serving, they have been selected to serve in very, very important roles. And so these people, they are going to be serving in some of the most important roles in the executive branch of the federal government. And so Donald Trump trusts the younger generation. He trusts the millennial generation. The establishment, the Washington establishment, may not trust the millennial generation. The Washington establishment may not have confidence in the millennial generation. The Washington establishment may not be supportive of lifting and elevating the millennial generation. But Donald Trump has full confidence in the millennial generation. And most importantly, it's not just millennials. Most importantly, Trump chose a young woman who's younger than a millennial. She is Generation Z, a 27-year-old, Generation Z, 27-year-old. Donald Trump chose a 27-year-old, Caroline Leavitt, for the position of the press secretary. For the position, one of the most important positions in the White House, the press secretary. That's who you talk to. If you are a reporter and you want a statement from the White House, who do you talk to? You talk to the press secretary. You talk to the press secretary. That's the person who's going to do the daily press briefings. Whenever there's a major event, a major, some breaking news, some major decision made by the White House, who's speaking to the press? The press secretary. Donald Trump chose a 27-year-old young woman for the role of the press secretary. I mean, really, this is a real leader who understands that it's time for the younger generation, the millennials and the Gen Z, to step into the limelight in American politics, national politics, in government, federal government. This is not Washington politics as usual. This is not the Washington way of running government as usual. No. This is drastic change. This is significant change. Major change. Trump has tremendous confidence when it comes to the people that he selected. The Washington establishment is probably finding it very hard to digest this reality. Especially the people on the left. They're losing their minds, okay? Donald Trump having such a young team. Donald Trump is selecting such a young team. My friends, the millennials, they are a generation that saw many challenges in general, okay? And I'm not going to go into the details because that's going to be just a whole, hour-long discussion just on the millennial generation and the challenges that the millennials went through, just growing up. I was born in the second half of 1980s, okay? So there you go. There you go, okay? I was born in the second half of 1980s. All right. So now I've narrowed it down. So now you can figure out. I'll let you figure out my age. You have a sense now of where I fall. I was born in the second half of 1980s, and so growing up in the 90s and seeing the early 2000s, watching the transition, so much of transition took place. The global economy has been transformed, as I went from my young age into teenage, into adulthood. I saw the transformation. I saw the transformation globally, actually. I saw the transformation globally. Okay? And I was born and raised in Bangladesh, so I've seen the eastern part of the world, and then I moved to the United States. Then I saw the western part of the world, which is my home. I'm a proud American. So I saw the eastern part of the world. I saw the western part of the world. I saw the transformation as I was growing older, going from being a toddler, then a little boy, then teenager and older adult. I saw the transformation in global economy, and I also saw how people view millennials. And people have different opinions about the millennials, obviously. And I can tell you one thing. And also, we've seen the transformation in technology. From those video cassettes to like CDs and DVDs and then Blu-ray. And now it's like, streaming devices, right? I mean, just think about Netflix, all right? I'm just going to talk about Netflix, okay? Think about Netflix. It was not that long ago. Netflix, you could actually get DVDs mailed to your home from Netflix, right? Remember? DVDs mailed to your home, and that was so cool because you didn't have to go into a store. Like, you could just order from home and they'd mail the DVDs to you. It came in a nice envelope, and then there was a sleeve inside that kept the DVD safe from scratches. You watch the movie or something and you mail it back, remember? And that was cool. That was new. Because you didn't have to, like, a lot of people thought, hey, I don't have to go into a video store. I can just get it mailed. And then came streaming. Now everyone's going online and watching movies, right? And I can go on and on and on. And I remember how excited I was when I got my first portable CD player. First portable CD player. It was so awesome. It was a nice, I think it was like bluish, lavender, colorish CD player, portable. And I could put in the headphones. I could put in a CD and play music. So cool. All right. And then came the MP3 players. Now you no longer needed the CDs. It was MP3, and then now people are streaming. You don't even need a portable music player. It's on your phone, and you don't even need a wired earplugs. It's just earphones. It's just like you got those cool ones that go into your ear. I've got one which kind of wraps around. It keeps the your earphones safe, so as you're moving, it's not gonna fall. Okay, some people have those small ones that just go in, and I don't know. Anyway, that's not the discussion. But we've seen the change, because I remember seeing those video cassettes, okay? Video cassettes. Then came the DVDs, and then the Blu-ray. And so, my friends, the millennial generation has seen many changes, big transformation. And we can talk about the millennial generation for, I think, for hours, okay? Perhaps for days. But that's not the topic. What I'm trying to say is that the millennial generation saw many challenges. You know, I came to the United States in 2007, okay? Remember 2007? Remember 2008? Remember the economy? Remember the economy in 2007, 2008, 2009? The home foreclosures and the job losses, the layoffs, remember? 2007, 2008, 2009. You know, I was an undergraduate student, but you know, I was new in the United States back then. But I remember the challenges that so many people went through, and you know, the millennial generation in general saw many challenges. Okay, no matter which part of the world you are a millennial in, okay? You could be a millennial in Asia, in North America, wherever. The millennial generation saw many challenges, okay? But this generation is now rising up to reach the peak of political power. And it is happening. It is happening. The millennial generation is now rising up to reach the peak of political power. And the millennial generation, over the next several years, the millennial generation will have tremendous impact on the political landscape. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Michael Brown, good to see you. Good to see you. Sorry, I'm missing a lot of the conversations in the live chat just because I'm so, you know, I'm kind of in a flow, okay, sharing what I have in my heart. Thank you all for being here. By the way, if you have not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. Please like this video. You got to hit the like button, my friends. If you want to support this channel, you have to hit the like button. Okay, please hit the like button, my friends, and subscribe, okay? I would appreciate that. Yeah, subscribe if you have not done so already. Help us reach 10,000 subscriber mark. Help us reach 10,000 subscriber mark. That'd be great. I don't know how soon we can get there. Right now we're trying to get to 9,600, and we're 40 short. 40 subscribers short of 9,600, okay? So help us get to 9,600 and then to 10,000. That'll be great. So my friends, as I was saying, the millennial generation is rising up to reach the peak of political power. It is happening, and Donald J. Trump is setting an example. Donald J. Trump, he's setting an example by not choosing the establishment people. He's not choosing the establishment people, but he's choosing the young and the energetic people to run the executive branch of government. And, my friends, that's why I asked this question. Are you in favor of Donald Trump choosing millennials for his new administration? And I want to hear your thoughts, my friends. You can say yes, you can say no. Most people have said yes so far overwhelmingly, but I want to hear your thoughts. So please share your thoughts, my friends. We are 45 minutes into the live stream, okay? 45 minutes into the live stream. So far, 5,500 people have watched this video, 5,500 in 45 minutes. And the number is going to grow if you subscribe and support this channel, and if you hit the like button and help this video reach more people, okay? And you know, all right, I know what's going to get. I know what will, I know what people want to see. I know what people want to see. People want to see something in this video that people love, okay? And this one powerful thing is going to make people love this video even more. You know, right now, 41 likes on this video, and the number of likes will go up as soon as I do one thing. You know what it is, right? You know what it is. I know some of you are wondering, Toss, if there's something missing. There's something missing. All right, here it is. Now, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you have not done so already. And all the new people who are watching my channel, and you're wondering, we're listening to this guy. We're trying to figure out what side is he on. Well, it should be obvious, but if it's not, now it is obvious. Make America great again. Make America great again, my friends. Make America great again. A viewer is writing, oh, so you are a millennial too, if you were born in 86, and you're saying it's great that Trump is picking millennials. Absolutely. Absolutely, my friends. Absolutely. Donald Trump is setting an example by not choosing the establishment people, but he's choosing young and energetic people. He's choosing millennials to run the executive branch of government. Yes, there will be criticisms. There always will be criticisms. Always. There will be criticism. You know, people on the left, they're going to criticize Trump. There'll be pushback. But Trump will succeed. Trump will succeed. And his team will succeed. Trump will succeed. And his team of young, energetic people, millennials, will succeed. My friends, Donald Trump is the greatest leader, Donald Trump. Donald Trump knows the past. He understands history. He understands the past. He pays attention to the present, which is very important for a leader. Donald Trump knows the past. He understands the past. He understands history. And he pays attention to the present. What's happening right now? What's happening at current moment? What's happening at present? He understands that. He pays attention to that. And then he also thinks about the future. Donald Trump thinks about the future. And that's why he's the greatest. And in fact, Sylvester Stallone. Do you love Sylvester Stallone? Rocky? Do you love Rocky? Who watched the Rocky movie series? I watched the entire series, the Rocky movies. In fact, I think I have the first 4 or 5 movies. I've got the DVDs, okay, at home. Once again, DVDs. I've got the DVD collection. Who loves Rocky, the series? Sylvester Stallone, Rocky. He called Donald Trump the second George Washington. Rocky. Sylvester Stallone called Donald Trump the second George Washington. So wonderful, right? Let's see who's here. Ben is here. Word is here. Bree is here. AC, Michael Brown, Heidi, William, Frank, Gerlina, William, One Shot, Eric. Eric is asking me, do you have future plans to run for political office? Eric. I kept telling people, because I got that question. Gianna is here. Kushi is here. Sorry, I mismentioned your name. Kushi, Gianna, welcome. I got that question. I get that question quite a bit. And I got that question in the last few months. People ask me, do you want to run for political office? And you know what I said? Some of you heard me say it before. I said, when you asked me that question, people asked me that question, I said, I am not on the ballot in November 2024. That's what I said. You heard me say that, right? Do you remember that? When people said, are you going to run? Are you going to run for office? And I said, I am not on the ballot in 2024. Okay? I said that. Now, November 2024 is coming to an end. The election is over. People found out that I was not on the ballot. Now you're asking me if I want to run for political office in the future. My friends, you know what? I believe everything is predestined. Okay? All right? Now, I know those who are watching this video, you may come from different religious backgrounds, different faiths, right? There may be some of you here who, maybe you're not religious, okay? And that's fine because, the U.S. Constitution, right? Freedom of religion. You can practice any religion or not practice a religion, okay? So you can practice whatever religion you want, or if you don't want to practice any religion, that's your freedom. So having said that, let me tell you, I believe that everything's predestined. I believe that God has some plans for me, right? God has some plans for me, right? I don't know what that plan is, but God knows it. And I'm trusting God, and I'll find out when the time is right? When the time is right. We can't, it's like I may want something, but if God's not going to give it to me, then I'm not going to get it. Or I may want something tomorrow, but maybe God has it planned, so I'm going to get it next week, right? So it depends on God. I don't know what God's plan is, okay? But God has some plan for me. I mean, God had planned it that I was going to fly from one part of the world to the other part of the world and become an American citizen, right? That was God's plan. So here I am, and I'm just trusting God. Whatever God has planned for me is going to happen. What I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to use my God-given talents. I'm supposed to use my God-given skills. And I'm supposed to use my energy and my strength and my patience to pursue knowledge. Okay? So God has given me certain skills, certain talents, and it is my responsibility. God did not give me the talents and skills for, you know, for me to sit and not do anything, right? So God has given me whatever talents and skills God has given me. I have a responsibility to nurture those talents and skills, to use those talents and skills to make the world a better place. And um, then I have to continue to pursue knowledge. I have to continue to learn. There's like, you can never stop learning. You can never stop learning. So I plan to be a learner each and every day. We learn all the time. I mean, look at Donald Trump. When he became the president in 2016, when he got sworn into office in 2017, a very successful businessman, a top celebrity, highly successful in politics, obviously. He got elected to the office of the president. But Donald Trump, in his first term, he learned. He gained a lot more experience. He was already experienced. He was a multi-billionaire. Very successful, right? Very successful. People can learn from him. But Donald Trump, in his first term, he learned a lot of things. As he stepped into the role of a US president, he started learning more about that role. Every decision he took, he learned more and more. He made mistakes too, and he learned from those mistakes, right? We know in some cases he chose the wrong people to be part of his administration. Then he had to fire them. Then he had to get more people. So it was a learning process for Trump. So Trump learned. And then after he left the White House the last 4 years, he learned so many things. So we never stop learning, no matter how brilliant we are, no matter how successful we are, no matter how bright we are. Yes, people can learn from us, but we never stop learning ourselves. We continue to learn. Life teaches us new things every day. It's not just learning from the book, it's learning from life's experience. And so we all keep learning. And so I'm learning every day. And I will continue to pursue knowledge. So I trust God to make the right decision for me. Whatever God decides, that's the right decision. That's what that's predestined for me. So when you ask me, Tosif, are you going to run for office in the future? Whatever God wants. Whatever God wants. I can make plans, but God has to decide what's right for me. Okay, so that's all I can say for now. That's all I can say for now. Okay, so my friends, going back to Trump, at an event, Sylvester Stallone called Donald Trump the second George Washington. What an honor. What an honor. What an honor. Sylvester Stallone, Rocky, called Donald Trump the second George Washington. My friends, Donald Trump has redefined politics. And now he's redefining the way the executive branch of government is run. Donald Trump has redefined politics, and now he's redefining the way the executive branch of the federal government is run. He is trusting young people. And it is truly time for the millennials to step into the limelight of American politics. It is truly time for the millennials to run the government, to serve in the highest possible roles in the American government, the millennials. It is time for the millennials. It is time for the millennials with their fresh ideas, with their bright minds and their desire to take this country in the right direction. The millennials are going to help make America great again by serving in Trump's administration. My friends, this is great news, you know. One after another, we've been seeing the names. We've been seeing the names, the millennials, the young people, Tulsi Gabbard, Ellis Stefanik, Matt Gaetz, Stephen Miller, Pete Hegseth, Lee Zeldin, and there will be more. And so, truly, Donald Trump is going to have an amazing team, a team with millennials included to make America great again, a team that's going to make America great again. So my friends, talking about Donald Trump's team, let me share with you, some of you know this already. I am so happy. I'm so happy to see Wisconsin's very own Sean Duffy being selected to serve as the Secretary of Transportation. Have you seen that, my friends? Have you seen that? Sean Duffy, Wisconsin's Sean Duffy, being selected to serve as the Secretary of Transportation. Now, those who missed it, hold on, my friends. By the way, we are 1 hour into the live stream, and more than 8,200 people have watched this live stream. More than 8,200 in 1 hour. That's pretty good, my friends. So, you know, we get a lot more, but you know, that's okay. Every day the traffic's not going to be the same. And so, my friends, please continue to like this video, okay? We hit 50 likes. We're now at 52 likes. We can get to 100, can we not? Right? We can get to 100. So, please continue hitting the like button. I would appreciate that. And help this video reach more people, okay? Let's see. And my friends, let me also tell you that I need 27 more subscriptions to reach 9,600. 9,600. So 27 more subscriptions to get to 9,600 subscribers, okay? Actually 26 now, so somebody just subscribed. Okay? So please, my friends, hit the subscription button if you have not done so already. If you have not hit the like button, also like this video. I would appreciate that. Kushi is writing that you lived in Ashland. Kushi, you lived in Ashland. By the way, please remind me where you live now. Please remind me where you live now, Kushi. Please remind me. You lived in Ashland. Yeah, Ashland. Ashland used to be Sean Duffy's, territory. That's his district, Ashland. Ashland is beautiful. So Kushi, where do you live now? What city, what state? Please remind me. I apologize. I think you mentioned it before. I forgot. I'm sorry. Try to remember. Crystal is from North Carolina. Hi, Crystal. All right, let's see. All right. Wow, I'm truly enjoying the raindrops, okay? Like I'm sitting here and right next to me over here, I've got a window. It's closed. Then I've got the blinds here and I'm hearing the raindrops. I'm hearing the raindrops hitting the window. It's such a beautiful sound. Such a beautiful sound. Uh, all right. Kushi is in La Crosse. You are in La Crosse. Okay. That is great. Look, by the way, my friends, uh, if you are visiting Wisconsin, you got to go check out La Crosse. La Crosse is very, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful La Crosse. In fact, last year in 2023, the Republican Party of Wisconsin's annual convention was held in the La Crosse on Alaska area. I forget what the venue was. You know, I should remember. What was the venue? But it was in the La Crosse on Alaska area. Kushi knows on Alaska. Kushi lives in La Crosse. You know on Alaska. It's right there. And there's a beautiful bridge that you can cross, you know, go to Minnesota. Then you can go up, you know, check out the bluffs. There's this very nice place on the Minnesota side where you can go up. It's like a park. You can stop your car. You can park your car and you can look at the Mississippi River. You can see the highway, the bridge going across the river. It's beautiful. Okay, La Crosse, you got to check out La Crosse. It is so beautiful. Okay, I have made many day trips to La Crosse. You know, just drove to La Crosse, you know, for work. You know, did what I had to do, drove back. It is beautiful. Okay. All right. So, Sean Duffy, former Wisconsin congressman, he used to represent northern Wisconsin. So, northern Wisconsin is a very, very big area. Very, very big area. Northern, you know, his district is very, it was very big, okay? Now, Congressman Tom Tiffany, after Sean Duffy, you know, left the House of Representatives, Congressman Tom Tiffany became the representative from that district. But Sean Duffy used to have a pretty big territory up in northern Wisconsin. It is so beautiful. Very beautiful. And you got to go to Superior, okay? You know, you got to go to Superior, check out Lake Superior. Beautiful. It is beautiful. Beautiful. Danielle is here. Who else is here, my friends? By the way, if you are here for the first time, will you say first time? Would you just write first time? That's all. That's all you have to write. First time. Write first time. That will tell me who's here for the first time. A viewer is writing third time. Fuzz, you are not here for the first time. Okay, I've seen your name so many times before. A viewer is saying, Tossif, shame on you. Shame on me? What are you talking about? Why are you saying shame on you? What's your problem? What's your problem? Come on, man. What's your problem? Saying shame on you? Ridiculous. All right. Cleve is here for the first time. Cleve, welcome. I hope you'll subscribe and stay connected. By the way, the person who's saying shame on you, well, thank you for watching my live stream. Make sure you hit the like button, okay? Hit the like button, okay? You're writing shame on you, okay? Right after you finish writing that, hit the like button, okay? All right. Thanks for taking time to watch my video, okay? Yeah, you know, right. Hey, right after you say shame on you, hit the like button, okay, and subscribe, and share a link with your friends. Tell them to also subscribe, okay? All right. All right. Lisa says, by the way, I'm in Alabama. We love Alabama. Alabama, red state. Alabama, we love it. Okay, let's see. Michelle, I'm seeing your comment. I'm laughing at Michelle's comments. Michelle. Okay, so as I was saying, Sean Duffy, Wisconsin's very own former congressman, selected by Donald J. Trump to serve as the Secretary of Transportation. This is truly amazing news. And those who missed my post on YouTube earlier, let me tell you what I posted. Give me 1 second, my friends. Hold on. All right, let's see. So I posted 4 pictures, 4 photos on my YouTube channel. So you can go to the community section. You can see my post. And I wrote, congratulations to Sean Duffy, Fox News contributor, Fox Business co-host, and former Wisconsin congressman, on being nominated by President Donald J. Trump to be the Secretary of Transportation. And I posted 4 pictures with Sean Duffy, and you can see one of the pictures is me and my mother with Sean Duffy, and then there's a picture of me with Sean Duffy, and then there's another picture of me with Sean Duffy, and then there's a picture of my mom and Sean Duffy. So these are all pictures from Republican events. Obviously, we're very heavily involved in Republican politics in Wisconsin, and it's just always wonderful to see Sean Duffy and to hear from Sean Duffy. He's a great speaker. Whenever he's at the podium and he's giving a speech, he's just, he brings a lot of energy. Okay, anytime Sean Duffy is speaking, he can energize the room. He's really great, and that's why he's doing such a great job on Fox, right? And now Sean Duffy, he has been selected by Donald J. Trump to be part of his administration, his cabinet. He has been selected for the position of the Secretary of Transportation. Okay? All right. So let's see. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay. All right. Okay, my friends. So there's actually a lot of excitement in Wisconsin, because of this nomination. Okay. It is so wonderful. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, so my friends, we are 1 hour and 14 minutes into the live stream, and this video has been watched more than 10,000 times. Okay, so more than 10,000 views already. So thank you for your support in helping this video reach 10,000 views. I have a lot more to talk about. I'm not ending it. We're going to keep moving. And so 58 likes on this video. Please help this video get more views, okay? Okay. Okay, my friends. So, Heidi is saying, awesome live stream as always. Well, thank you, Heidi. These live streams are possible because of your love and support and encouragement. So everyone who's part of this wonderful community, you're supporting this channel, you're liking the video, you're asking others to subscribe, you're sharing the video, and you're participating in the live chat. This is helping this community grow. So thank you for your support. Okay, my friends, there's something else that we must discuss. But before that, once again, I want to highlight Sean Duffy's nomination for Secretary of Transportation is the reason why many Wisconsinites are celebrating. Okay, we're celebrating the news that Sean Duffy has been selected for Secretary of Transportation. By the way, I know a lot of you know this already. Last year, I had the wonderful opportunity to be a guest on Fox and Friends, okay? And I mentioned it a few different times previously on this channel during different live streams. So a lot of you know this already. But those who don't, this may be new information for you. 2023, I had the opportunity to be a guest on Fox and Friends to talk about immigration, which is the next topic that I'm going to talk about. But the reason why I'm mentioning this again is because that segment in which I appeared on Fox and Friends, the host was Rachel Duffy. Okay, Rachel Duffy was the host. So I had the opportunity to participate in that segment as a guest, and the host was Rachel Duffy. And who's Rachel Duffy? Rachel Duffy is Sean Duffy's wife. Okay, she's also a Fox News personality. Rachel Duffy, she's a wonderful person, and I've also heard her speak. Obviously, she's also, she's also, Wisconsin loves her. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Here in Wisconsin, people love Sean Duffy and people love Rachel Duffy. Okay, they are both great, and it was just wonderful to participate, to be a guest on that segment, and talk to Rachel Duffy on national TV. There were two guests. I was a guest, and the other guest was Bernie Moreno, who is now the senator-elect from Ohio. Okay, so Bernie Moreno at the time was running for Senate. Now he's the senator-elect. He's going to become the senator officially after he gets sworn into office in January of 2025. So, people in Wisconsin love Rachel Duffy. People in Wisconsin love Sean Duffy, and it was such a wonderful opportunity to be able to appear on national TV, with Rachel Duffy as the host of that segment, and I talked about immigration. So that's something I wanted to share, but most of you already know this, I think, those who have been watching my videos for quite a while. So next, let's talk about immigration, okay? President-elect Donald Trump has confirmed, and I know many of you're going to love what I'm about to tell you, and you may know this already. President-elect Donald Trump has confirmed that his administration is ready to declare a national emergency, and his administration will use military assets if needed. Military assets to address the border crisis. Military assets to address the border crisis. Do you love it? If you love this news, just say, I love it. Just say, I love it, or I agree. Or you can just write cheers. 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 Donald Trump confirmed that his administration is ready to declare a national emergency and will use military assets to address the border crisis. I am so happy. I am so happy, my friends. Our military is going to be great again, greater than ever before. When Donald Trump officially becomes the president, our military is going to be greater than ever before, and Donald Trump is ready to use military assets to address the border crisis. Sassy is here. Hi, Sassy. Everyone's saying agree and cheers, and I love it. Thank you so very much. Thank you, my friends. Thank you so very much, my friends. Thank you. All right, hold on. Okay. My friends, can we get 20 more subscriptions? 20 more subscriptions to get to 9,600 subscriber mark? That'd be great. Please help me get there, okay? So, Donald Trump has confirmed that his administration is ready to declare a national emergency and will use military assets to address the border crisis. So what happened at the southern border over the last 4 years? What happened at the southern border over the last 4 years? A lot of people from foreign countries, they entered the United States illegally. Over the last 4 years, with Biden and Harris in charge, foreign nationals from all over the world entered the United States illegally. Now, many people call that an invasion. Do you agree? It's an invasion. Do you agree? Those who call it an invasion, what we saw over the last 4 years, those who call it an invasion, do you agree? Is it an invasion? Curtis says yes. Okay. Bree says agree. William says invasion. AC Cruz says invasion. It is an invasion. What happened? Ken says invasion. Michelle says yes, it is an invasion. Kushi says invasion. Muhammad says agreed. Heidi says invasion. William says get him out. Michael Brown says yes. It is an invasion. What happened? What happened at the southern border? With Biden and Harris in charge, we saw an invasion at the southern border, and now Donald Trump, who is going to be sworn into office in January of 2025, Donald Trump is ready to use our military assets. I love our military. I love our military. And Donald Trump is going to make the military greater than ever before. Donald Trump is ready to use military assets to address the border crisis. And so, as soon as Donald Trump becomes the commander-in-chief, he will be using his power and his legal authority to address the border crisis. He will secure the southern border. He will enforce our nation's immigration laws, and he will deport the illegal immigrants. My friends, let's say deport. Let's say deport in the live chat window. Do you support deportation, mass deportation that Donald Trump said will take place? Mass deportations. Do you support deportations? Sassy writes deport. Michelle writes deport. William writes deport. Thank you, my friends. Meg writes deport. John writes deport. Bree writes deport. Curtis writes yes, I support. Ken writes deport. Muhammad writes deport. Absolutely. Mass deportation. It's coming. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, my friends. Donald Trump, you know what he's known for? You know what he's known for? Yes, Donald Trump is known for being such a successful businessman. He's known for being a billionaire. He's known for his amazing properties all over the world. He's known for the amazing hotels he has. Donald Trump is known for his great speeches, his amazing style. Donald Trump is also known for keeping his promises. Donald Trump fulfills his promises. Donald Trump is honest. Muhammad wrote, honest. Yes, he's honest. Donald Trump fulfills his promises. When he makes a promise, he fulfills that promise. And Donald Trump has promised that there will be deportations. Mass deportations. He's going to keep his word. He's going to keep his promises. He's going to fulfill the promises he made. Promises made, promises kept. He's going to keep his promises. And Donald Trump will deport. Deportations are going to happen, my friends. And so, it is going to be great. It is going to be great. And, you know, I'm in full support of our president, Donald J. Trump. If he believes that he needs to use military assets to secure the border, then that's fine. That's fine with me. We need to secure the border. Absolutely. Absolutely. We need to secure the southern border. And so, my friends, I'm looking for Tom Homan to get to work. I'm looking for Kristi Noem. Tom Homan has been named the border czar, the real border czar. Kristi Noem has been named the Secretary of Homeland Security. I am just looking forward to Kristi Noem and Tom Homan. Day one on the job, they are going to start securing the border. They are going to start enforcing our nation's immigration laws. It's going to be so great, my friends. It's going to be so great. Let's see. All right. Super doesn't like my smile, probably. Something wrong with my smile? Something wrong with my smile? You don't like my smile? That's okay. If you don't like my smile, that's fine. You know, that's okay. You don't have to like my smile. All right? Doesn't like my smile. You know, when someone says, I don't like your smile, I don't think you said that, though. But you said something about my smile, whatever that comment was. I don't know if you like my smile or if you don't like my smile or you're being sarcastic. If somebody doesn't like my smile, that's going to make me smile even more. Okay? That's how it works. Okay? You know, you might say, Tosif, I like your smile, and I'm going to smile. But if you say, I don't like your smile, go fix your teeth, I'm going to smile even more. It's going to be a broader smile. If you say, because, you know, people have said that to me here. You've seen it, right? People have said, go, I don't like your teeth. Go fix your teeth. Go get braces. Go get braces. I don't think anyone said that today, but people have said that in the past. People said, go get braces. I don't like your smile. If you compliment my smile, then I'm going to smile like this. But if you criticize my smile, if you say, I don't like it, I'm going to smile even more. It's going to be a broader, wider smile. That's how it works. You're going to make me smile more if you say, go fix your teeth. All right? Yeah, I know my teeth are not aligned, but my teeth, it's my trademark. It's my trademark. If I had like properly aligned teeth, no, this is my trademark. Okay? I like it. You know? Imperfection can sometimes be a good thing. You know? Imperfection is good. Imperfection is sometimes good. Okay. All right. I mean, no one's perfect. Nothing's perfect. A certain degree of imperfection can be pretty good. Yeah. All right. Let's see. All right, my friends. Thank you for your overwhelming support. I have missed reading a lot of your comments today, but that's because I was so busy saying what I'm saying, and I have more to talk about. So don't go anywhere. I know we are 1 hour and 30 minutes into the live stream, and if you're thinking I'm done and I'm gonna say goodnight, no, I'm not done yet. I am not done yet, okay? So stay here with me, my friend. Stay here with me, okay? And what you gotta do, you gotta hit the thumbs up, like button. See, it's right there, somewhere on your screen. Hit the like button. And tell your friends, tell your family members, tell your neighbors to subscribe to my channel, okay? Okay, let's see. Tell your neighbors, tell your family members, tell your friends to subscribe to my channel. All right, let's see. By the way, I don't know if you can hear it. I'm truly loving, and maybe this is the third time I'm saying this in the last one and a half hours. I love the raindrops, the sound of the raindrops. It is so amazing. I can hear it. I can hear it. You know what I'm gonna do? Whenever the live stream ends, and I'm going to go on for a little longer, but whenever the live stream ends, I'm going to go to my living room, turn off the lights are already turned off, I think. I'm going to turn off all the lights, and I'm going to remove the, the blinds, okay? And I've got a big, I've got pretty wide, patio door, okay? And so I'm gonna look through the glass, and I've got a nice view, and I'm just gonna watch the rain. I'm just gonna watch the rain and listen to the sound of the rain, sitting in the dark, looking out through the glass. It's so amazing. And I still have plants, flowers, plants out in the balcony. And so I know it's November, it's getting colder, but the plants are still doing okay. Rain is better than snow. And so, that's what I'm going to do. After this live stream, I'm going to go watch the rain. It is so beautiful, right? Who loves rain? If you love rain, Sassy says, I love the rain. If you love the rain, please say, I love rain. Just say, I love rain. Super Source is saying, yeah, rain is better than snow. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you for sharing your opinion. Let's see. John is saying, love the convo, but gotta go. Okay, you gotta go. All right, I hope you come back and join, okay? And subscribe if you have not done so already. Bree is saying, I love rain. Bree loves rain. Ken loves snow. Ken loves snow. Well, Ken, we're gonna get snow pretty soon here. I think it's coming. AC is saying, we love the rain here in the desert. AC is in Arizona, right, AC? So rain in the rain in the desert. It's pretty amazing. Frank is saying, I love rain. Gerlina is saying, I love the rain. It makes the trees happy. Absolutely. Word is saying, I will stay up until Tossa finishes. Yeah, well, so, I don't know if we're going to get to 2-hour time mark. We might get there, or we may end a little sooner. I don't know. I don't have any particular, set time. Sometimes my live streams can be an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. And I have done live streams that are more than 3 hours. So usually when I start, I don't decide, tonight I'm going to do an hour or 2 hours. It's however long the conversation continues. I usually have a set of topics that I want to discuss, but then beyond that, we talk about so many things, right? I mean, see how many minutes I spent here just talking about the rain, but this is more like a conversation. You're not watching the news. You're not watching like a television show. On a television show, when they bring in a guest, there's usually a set time. They ask you a question, and you have to answer. And then if you go on for too long, they cut you off because they have to go for a break, right? The sponsors, the break, they have to show you some commercials, and then they have to come back. And at the top of the hour, they have to end the show so the next one can begin. But here, it's fluid. There are no commercial breaks. We just have a conversation. That's what we do. That's what makes this special. And it's not just me talking in front of the camera. I'm reading your comments. I'm participating in the live chat, right? We're in a big living room. That's where we are. This is a big living room, and it's getting bigger every day. It's going to turn into a hall room, and at some point, maybe, it's going to turn into a stadium full of freedom-loving people, right? Do you agree with me, my friends? Do you agree with me? Super Source is saying, tell me more about Gabbard, Tulsi Gabbard. One of the best selections, one of the best cabinet picks, Tulsi Gabbard. Okay? And you can read her biography. I mean, she's all over the news, Tulsi Gabbard. Former Democrat. She left the Democrat Party, stayed as an independent for a while, and then she joined the Republican Party. Tulsi Gabbard. She's going to be the director of national intelligence. She's wonderful. If you meet her in person, and I've met her a few times, if you meet her in person, you'll get to know how wonderful she is. And really, it's easy to judge political figures, but I think it's important. It's unless you're in politics, unless you're deeply involved in politics, it's not possible to meet. It may not be. I mean, if you are involved in politics, if you are going to political events, if you are involved in a political party and you're going to conventions, you're going to Lincoln Day dinners, you're going to different rallies, you're involved in behind the scenes, activities, then you get to meet a lot of different political figures. But otherwise, it's kind of difficult, right, to get to know and to get to have a conversation, especially with a lot of the national figures. I have been involved, very, very involved in politics for over a decade. Okay, and I'm not going to share my whole bio here because you can go to my website for that. But I have been involved, heavily involved in politics for many, many years. In fact, one of the pictures that I shared with Sean Duffy, okay, one of those pictures, let me tell you which one. One of the pictures that I shared, a picture of me with Sean Duffy, that's from 2016. That's from 2016. Okay, can you believe that? I mean, yeah, let me tell you. These are all from different years, the pictures that I shared. Now I'm talking about a picture with Sean Duffy. But one of the pictures, let me tell you what I'm wearing in that picture. Hold on. So that's the picture where I'm wearing where I'm wearing the white shirt and the red tie. You can see the white shirt and the red tie. And I've got a tie clip. I've got a blue pen in my pocket, and I'm standing. Sean Duffy is wearing a black coat. He's also got white shirt and red tie. That picture, that's from 2016. That's from 2016. And you can see my hair. It's all dark, okay? Like now I've got all these gray hair. All these gray hair. White hair, gray hair, whatever you call it. Back then, all dark hair, 2016. And Sean Duffy, you can see he looks a lot younger, right? Because that's from 8 years ago. And so I have been involved in politics for a very, very long time. So I've had the wonderful opportunity to meet a lot of political leaders. And politics takes a lot of time, because, if you've got a job, then you're doing your job full time. But then if you want to be involved in politics beyond, your full-time job, you have to be very active on the weeknights, on the weekends, go to a lot of dinners, go to a lot of events, it keeps you busy. It's 24/7, it's nonstop. And so, in that flow of events, I've had the wonderful opportunity to meet Tulsi Gabbard a few times. And I know a lot of people judge these political figures by what they hear in the news, and they've got their ideas. People come from Democrat backgrounds, Republican backgrounds. They've got the influence of their families and friends. So that's how people, that's how they shape that's what, all these things combined, different factors help shape people's political views. And then, of course, people are listening to different journalists and reporters saying different things, different commentators commenting on various political figures. But truly, once you get to meet somebody in person and you get to have a conversation, you get to have more than one conversation, multiple conversations, it will help you understand that person in a better way. And so I can tell you, Tulsi Gabbard, from my observation, from my meetings with her, I can tell you Tulsi Gabbard is truly, truly a wonderful person. And I'm very happy that Donald Trump selected Tulsi Gabbard to be part of her cabinet, to be part of his cabinet, okay? Selected her for a cabinet position, selected her to be part of his cabinet. I think it is great. Okay. By the way, let me just ask you, do you support Tulsi Gabbard for the cabinet position? If you support Tulsi Gabbard, say, support Tulsi. Because I want to understand. I think I gave a very long answer to that question about Tulsi. So if you support Tulsi, say, support Tulsi. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. One Texas Miner, Michael Brown, Kushi, Ken, Bree. Everyone's saying support Tulsi. Okay. All right. Heidi's saying Tulsi. All right, great. My friends, we are 1 hour 43 minutes into the live stream. 72 likes. Can we get to 100? Can we get to 100 likes? Would you help me get there? 100 likes. That'd be great. 100 likes. Okay. 100 likes. Okay, we're at 74, so we still need quite a bit to get to 100. It is possible to get to 100. I'm not going to say we're definitely getting to 100 because it all depends on you. It doesn't depend on me. It depends on you if you're going to help me get to 100 likes, okay? By the way, we are 1 hour 44 minutes into the live stream and more than 13,000, 13, not 30. I wish it was 30. That'd be great. It's 13, so 13,300 people have watched this. Okay. So help me get to 100 likes. 100 likes. And all right, let's see. Okay. All right, my friends, there's something very important. We've been talking about a lot of important things, but there's something really important that I'm going to mention to you now. And some of you may have seen this already, okay? There are questions about who will fill Marco Rubio's Senate seat. Okay? Marco Rubio's Senate seat. Okay? Any idea who's gonna fill Marco Rubio's Senate seat? Because Marco Rubio has been selected by President Trump to be the next Secretary of State. To be the next Secretary of State. Okay? Who's going to fill Marco Rubio's Senate seat? So there's a viewer. Okay, Super is asking about. I think Super. So I have missed a lot of comments, but Super is asking me about Bangladesh, asking me to talk about Bangladesh. Okay, so Bangladesh is the country where I was born and raised. So Super is asking me to talk about Bangladesh. Okay, so I don't know what exactly you want to hear, but I have actually talked about Bangladesh. I published 3 videos. Okay, in the last few months, I published 3 videos talking about Bangladesh. Okay, because Bangladesh is the country where I was born and raised. So I'm going to talk about Bangladesh. So I don't know what exactly your question is, what you want to hear, but let me tell you. Let me tell you my views about Bangladesh. All right, shall I do that? Sheikh Hasina, who ruled Bangladesh for more than a decade and a half. Okay, she is one of the worst, I will tell you, she's the worst dictator in modern history. The worst dictator, okay? And Sheikh Hasina fled Bangladesh. She's a brutal dictator. She fled Bangladesh, and now Bangladesh has a bright future ahead. Okay? Sheikh Hasina's government, okay? You know, in the guise of democracy, called it democracy, but it was really a dictatorship. Sheikh Hasina and her brutal collaborators, they imprisoned people in secret prisons. No one knew. Secret prisons. Imprisoned people in confined cells in secret prisons. Tortured people, killed people. Okay? She had the title of Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina, but what she truly was is a brutal dictator, and no one knows how many people her regime killed. Okay? She used this group called Chhatro League, which is the student wing of her ruling party, no longer ruling, Awami League, that's the name of her political party. She used the student wing of her party, and the student wing was called Chhatro League. She used that student wing to kill people. Okay? She weaponized the brutal dictator Sheikh Hasina. She weaponized the law enforcement. She weaponized the judiciary. She weaponized, for pretty much the entire government for her political gain. So Sheikh Hasina, I hope that Sheikh Hasina is dragged back to Bangladesh so that she can be prosecuted for mass murder. Okay? I hope Sheikh Hasina is dragged back. I hope she's extradited back to Bangladesh so that she can be prosecuted. All right? So I don't know what the question was. You know, people often ask me questions about Bangladesh. I've actually shared my views. You know, all you got to do, come on, you got to look at my channel. Go through my previous videos. Or you can write search words. You know, if you are on YouTube, you can write Tausif Anam, Bangladesh, and you're gonna get. You look at the search words, okay, and you're gonna find a lot of information. I mean, really, my views are open. Most of my views are presented during live streams. Although I do podcast episodes also, but I do mostly live streams. So it's real time. It's authentic. It's genuine. Okay, so Sheikh Hasina, I'm going to wait for the day when this brutal dictator, Sheikh Hasina, when she's dragged back, when she's extradited back to Bangladesh so that she can be prosecuted for mass murder. Okay? I mean, we don't know how many people she killed. Okay? How many people her administration killed? Direct killing, extrajudicial killing, okay, disappearances, people who just disappeared because she used her law enforcement branch to pick people up. Anyone who disagreed with her political party, anyone who disagreed with Sheikh Hasina's viewpoints, anyone who criticized Sheikh Hasina, gone, disappeared. And the family is wondering, where's our family member? Gone. No one knows. Gone where? Never to be found again. And some people were found after Sheikh Hasina fled and her regime collapsed. Many people were found confined in secret prisons. These are completely off the book prisons, okay? No one knows, you know, no track. People spent years in secret prisons, okay? So, yeah, whoever wanted to know my thoughts on that, I shared it so many times and I shared it again, okay? So Sheikh Hasina, brutal dictator. I hope she's prosecuted for mass murder. Anyone, hey, listen, anyone who is interested to know more, look at my previous videos, okay? So, yeah, I hope and I pray that Sheikh Hasina is prosecuted for mass murder, okay? All right, so, by the way, now that Sheikh Hasina is gone, she fled, all right? I mean, what a coward. She fled. But I hope she's brought back, extradited. Now, Bangladesh still has lots of challenges to face because Sheikh Hasina basically destroyed the economy, okay? Inflation was sky high. People struggled, okay? A lot of people became extremely wealthy. All the collaborators, they became wealthy, but other people, general people, they suffered tremendously for a decade and a half, more than a decade and a half. So, after all the destruction that Sheikh Hasina caused, Bangladesh has to do a lot of rebuilding. They have to do a lot of, they have to fix the economy. So there are lots of challenges ahead. But the people of Bangladesh are optimistic, and they feel optimistic about the future. So thank God the brutal dictator fled. Okay, so it's people of Bangladesh are free. Still lots of problems, still many challenges, but you know what? They'll overcome. So yeah, that's That's my viewpoints in a nutshell about Bangladesh. Okay. So, I do say that my channel is about social and political issues, both domestic and international. Obviously, I discuss mostly domestic issues, but every now and then I will discuss international issues. So, somebody asked me about Bangladesh. Obviously, that's the country where I was born and raised, right? Now I'm a proud American citizen. I am a proud American. So, most of the issues I talk about are domestic issues. But I will, every now and then, I'll talk about international stuff. So, the question came up, I think. So I just wanted to address that. Obviously, this was not included in my list of things I wanted to discuss today, but I respond to your questions and comments. So that's how I thought I'll just address that. Okay. So now let's go back to what I was looking to talk about. Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio has been selected by Donald J. Trump to be the Secretary of State. And now the question is, who's going to fill Marco Rubio's seat? Okay, who's going to fill Marco Rubio's Senate seat? Now, here's some interesting info. By the way, before I go into that discussion, I want to hear from you. Who would you like to see? Who would you like to see fill Marco Rubio's Senate seat? Okay, if he gets confirmed to be the next Secretary of State, who would you like to see in his Florida Senate seat? Any ideas? Any ideas? Who would you like to see? Bree is saying Tausif to replace Marco. Well, Bree, I am not a Florida resident. Well, Bree, interesting question. No, I'm a Wisconsinite. I don't live in Florida. So, that's not happening. All right, let's see. Fuzz is saying Nancy Pelosi getting the seat. Oh, well, that's not happening either, okay? Nancy Pelosi is from California, okay? All right. It's got to be somebody from Florida. And by the way, it's going to be Ron DeSantis making that decision to appoint someone. But I want to hear from you. Who would you like to see in that seat? Okay. Let's see. Misty is saying, I'm telling you, I'd like to see you, Tausif. Well, I don't live in Florida, Misty. Let's see. Okay. One Texas minor is saying perhaps Jeb Bush. Okay. That's interesting. Jeb Bush. Okay. Sue Ellen is here. Hi, Sue Ellen. So, okay. I am seeing some comments. I'm sorry, I'm missing a lot of comments. Let's see. Michelle is saying Lara Trump. AC Cruz is saying Lara. Misty is also saying Lara. Okay, Misty is now saying Lara. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. By the way, Rick Scott, who is a U.S. Senator from Florida, right? Rick Scott, before becoming the U.S. Senator, he served as the governor of Florida. So Rick Scott wrote on social media, Senator Rick Scott wrote on social media that Lara Trump would be a great senator and represent Floridians well. Okay. Lara Trump, wife of Eric Trump, daughter-in-law of Donald Trump. Lara Trump is now the co-chair of the Republican National Committee. So Lara Trump is the co-chair of RNC. And so there's a possibility that we might see Lara Trump in the Senate. Okay. Now, It will be decided by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. It will be decided by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. And so, who is Ron DeSantis going to choose? I don't know. But there's a possibility we may have a Trump in the Senate. Isn't that going to be awesome? Isn't that going to be awesome? We may have a Trump in the Senate. So, my friends, you know, I am so happy. I am so happy with, like, I'm a proud American. I am so proud to be an American. I'm so proud to be an American voter. And I'm so proud of the election outcome, the November 2024 election outcome. I am so proud, my friends. Proud to be an American and to see history being written. Donald Trump elected president again, and the Republicans regaining the majority in the US Senate, the Republicans holding on to the majority in the House, and now we're hearing that there may be a Senator Trump, right? I mean, that's going to be awesome, right? That is going to be so awesome. That is going to be so awesome. Bree is saying, we love that you are American. Thank you so much, Bree. Bree is saying you're a great citizen. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much, my friends. Thank you so very much. I'm so proud to be an American citizen. Let's see. Sassy is saying, I'm glad the nightmare is over. Yeah, the nightmare of the Biden-Harris administration. We're looking forward to a bright future, my friends. We're looking forward to a bright future. James Russell is saying Trump 2024. Let's do one thing. Let's do our exercise again. Let's show our support for Donald Trump. Let's write Trump 2024. Trump 2024. One Texas miner says, Tosif, can I ask you a quick question concerning the House of Representatives? Go ahead and ask the question. Yeah. I don't know if I know the answer, but once you ask the question, I can tell you if I know the answer or not. All right, Trump 2024, my friends. Trump 2024. Okay, so who's saying? Word is saying Trump 2024. Heidi is saying Trump 2024. Bree is saying Trump 2024. Ken is saying Trump 2024. Michelle is saying Trump 2024. James is saying Trump 2024. Joshua is saying Barron Trump 2040. Okay. So Joshua is looking at the future. Joshua, thank you for watching this video. Thanks for tuning in. Joshua is looking at a future Trump, in 2040. Okay. Steve is saying Trump 2024. Stainless is saying Trump 2024. Mark Bishop is saying pray for our nation and President Trump and his administration. Absolutely. We are going to pray for our president, Donald J. Trump, and for our nation and for the Trump administration. Misty is saying Trump 2024. Michael Brown is saying Trump 2024. Okay, let's see. Sassy is saying Trump 2024. All right. One Texas miner is asking about the House majority. Okay, so Trump is selecting people from for his administration from the House of Representatives. We've seen that. We've seen Matt Gaetz being selected. We've seen Mike Waltz being selected. I think we have to look at those districts. If those are red districts, then I think we have nothing to worry about. Okay? If they are being selected from red districts, then there's nothing to worry about, right? I mean, for example, up in northeast Wisconsin, this is the 8th congressional district. Okay, it's the Green Bay area in Wisconsin, the 8th congressional district. Congressman Gallagher from the 8th congressional district of Wisconsin. It's a Trump territory. It's a very red district. Congressman Gallagher retired. Not retired. I mean, he resigned. He's still a young guy, so he didn't retire. He resigned. He went into the private sector, as far as I know. He resigned, and in the middle of his term, so there was an election to elect a new congressman from that district, and there was a primary, and 3 Republicans ran in that primary, and then 1 Republican won, and then in the final election, in the general, between a Democrat and the Republican primary winner, the Republican won. So that district stays in Republican hands, and people knew that it would stay in Republican hands because it's such a red district. It's Trump country, okay, in northeast Wisconsin. And so, okay, I understand that Trump is selecting people from the House of Representatives, but I think Trump is making informed decisions. I think Trump wants, solid Republicans in his administration, but if he is selecting solid Republicans from the House of Representatives, he's making decisions in a way that he's selecting them from the red districts. Now, I have not done a thorough analysis of Mike Waltz's House district. I have not done a thorough analysis of Matt Gaetz's House district, but I'm very confident that Trump knows what he is doing. So if he's selecting people from the House of Representatives for his administration, then I think those House districts will still stay in Republican hands if Trump is selecting from heavily red districts. Okay, does that make sense? Does that make sense? So I'm basically very confident in Trump's decision making. Okay, I think Trump knows what he is doing. I think Trump is going to make sure that he's selecting people from House districts in a way that ensures that those districts stay in Republican hands, because Trump wants to make sure that the House stays in Republican hands, right? Trump wants to ensure a Republican House majority. Does that make sense? Let me know your comments. So Bree says makes sense. Okay. Joshua says yes, sir. Thank you so very much. All right. Okay. All right, my friends. Let's see. So I think Trump knows what he is doing, and there are many excellent advisors that Trump has, I'm sure. Trump has great people, I think. So Trump is selecting people from the House of Representatives. Not everyone, but a lot of people Trump is selecting for his administration, they are not House members. So Donald Trump knows what he is doing. He is our great president-elect, Donald J. Trump. So proud to be an American. So proud that I voted for Donald J. Trump. Okay. Frank says, yes, it makes sense. Thank you. Okay. All right, my friends. 87 likes. Can we get to 100? Are we going to get to 100 likes? We need 13 more likes to get to 100. Is it possible? Is it possible, my friends? And I need 8 subscribers to get to 9,600. Can we do that? 8 more subscribers. People, if you're watching, please subscribe. If you have not done so already, please subscribe, my friends. All right. Bree is saying, I love our First Lady, Melania. She's amazing. She's a wonderful First Lady. Absolutely. Misty is saying, if I could subscribe 100 times, I would. Thank you, Misty. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much, Misty. I appreciate that. All right. If we can get to 9,600 subscribers tonight, that would be great. If we don't, that's fine. Hey, listen, I got an idea. How about I just put the live chat in subscriber only mode? Right in the middle of the conversation. Can we do that? We can do that. Do you want me to do that? Put it in subscriber only mode. Wouldn't that be awesome? Can I do that? You know, if we do that, we're going to figure out who the non-subscribers are. The non-subscribers who are participating, but they did not subscribe. You know, everyone's saying yes. So that's what I'm going to do. Everyone's saying yes. So I'm going to change it. Let's do, it's coming. It's coming. All right. But I'm going to put it on a 1 minute threshold, okay? All right. There you go. Ha ha! Do you like it? Do you like it, my friends? This is so much fun. This is so much fun. But hey, listen, I put it in just for 1 minute. So you don't have to wait for 5 minutes after subscribing. All you got to do is subscribe, wait for 60 seconds, do a countdown. You got to watch, just look at it. Count backwards from 60, 60, 59, 58, 57. Just count backwards for a minute. Or you can count from 1 to 60, whatever you want. Okay, counting backwards can be a little challenging, right? 60-second countdown. All you got to do is subscribe and wait for a minute. Okay. Michael says if there's a 10-minute option, do that. Okay. Yeah, I think there are different options. So there's 1 minute, there's 5 minutes. I don't know if there's like a custom option. Can I customize it? Can I like figure out like 23 minutes or something like that? I don't know. I'll have to check. Let's see. By the way, let's get to 9,600 subscribers and let's get to 100 likes. I think that'd be great. Okay. Missy's saying there's 105 people in here. Click that like button. Absolutely. You know, we can easily get to 100. Very, very easily. Okay, let's see what options there are. So, minimum subscriber time, it can be 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or custom. I can also do a custom. Wow. So I can customize it. That's great. All right, my friends. Hit that like button. Why is it stuck at 88? Why can't we get to a 90 and then to 100? Go 100 likes. Well, it's been a little slow today. You understand? I mean, it's been a very lively conversation, but we haven't had, the kind of views that we have gotten in past videos where we got like 30,000 plus views, right? Let me tell you how many people viewed this live stream so far. 17,400. 17,400, okay? In 2 hours and 15 minutes. Stuart is saying it's stuck at 88 because you're only talking about your numbers. Well, Stuart, that's okay. It can stay stuck at 80. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world, right? I mean, 88 is very meaningful. It means 88 people have expressed their liking for my live stream. That is a lot. I appreciate that. I asked for 100 because it's a nice round number. But if it stays at 88, that's okay. I care about each and every one of those 88 people. I care about each and every one of those 88 people who hit the like button. I value their opinion. I appreciate each and every one of them. So that's not a problem if it stays stuck at 88. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. That number 88, it's not just a number. It's 88 people. In one night, in less than 2.5 hours, 88 freedom-loving people hit the thumbs up on my video. That is very meaningful. Okay? So if I don't get to 100, that's fine. I value each and every one of you, okay? All right, my friends. By the way, it's still raining outside. Okay, I know there are some new people here. There are some new people here, I think. So let's do that exercise again. Tell me where you are tuning in from. I'll tell you. I'm from Wisconsin. Write in the live chat where you are from, my friends. I know Misty is from Pennsylvania. I know Michelle is from Florida. I know Michael Brown is from Australia. I know William is from Virginia. Okay, let's see. James is from Virginia. Bree is from Michigan. Heidi is from Idaho. Ken is from Idaho. Bill is from Las Vegas. Oh, we love Las Vegas. Bill from Las Vegas. Well, thank you, Bill. One Texas Miner is from Texas. Sassy is from Louisiana. Michelle, as I mentioned, is from Florida. Okay. Frank is from Florida. That is great. Okay, that's great. All right, my friends. Let's see. Okay, anyone else here? Anyone else here? Want to mention where you're from? B is from Southern California. All right, California is shifting red. California is turning red. It's going to take a while. But a lot more Republican votes in California than in 2024 compared to 2016. Stuart is from Sydney, Australia. Okay. Swaggy is from LA. Swaggy, good to see you. All right. Okay. Well, thank you, my friends. Thank you for all your support. We are at 90 likes. I don't know if we're gonna get to 100. Okay. I don't know if we're gonna get to 100. Wow, it's 12:22 a.m. right now here. Kushi says Kushi is from Earth. Well, Kushi mentioned Kushi is from lacrosse. We love lacrosse. Lacrosse is awesome. Okay. Let's see. Okay, my friends, 91 likes. I would love to see it get to 100. Can we make it happen? You know, I can sleep well. I'm gonna sleep knowing we got to 100. You know, regarding sleep, okay, here's an interesting side note. So regarding sleep, we see a lot of ads on TV, right? You know, pillows and mattresses and this and that. You know, what's gonna help you? What's gonna help you sleep better? You know, some people say, "Oh, you're gonna need this mattress with this particular kind of foam, and you're gonna need this pillow. This is a special pillow. It's gonna do this, do that. You know, you're gonna sleep well if you buy this mattress, if you buy this pillow." You know what I think is the most important factor in determining the quality of sleep? Do you know what it is? Any idea? It's peace of mind. It's peace of mind. If you have peace of mind, you're going to sleep well. Doesn't matter what mattress, doesn't matter what pillow, peace of mind, okay? Now, keeping aside health problems, okay? You know, people have health issues, you know, which prevents them from sleeping. You know, some people find it hard to fall asleep. But in general, I think it's like peace of mind, okay? If you have peace of mind, you're going to sleep well, in general. Now, obviously, if you have peace of mind, but you've got a health issue that's preventing you from sleeping, that's different, okay? I'm just speaking in general. So peace of mind is very important, okay? And so, you know, I think people sleep better these days, I think. People, in general, I think people sleep better knowing that President Trump, you know, Donald Trump is the president-elect, okay? All right, so that gives us peace of mind. Okay, some of our friends here saying that they have insomnia. Okay, yeah, insomnia. If you've got insomnia, yeah, that's an issue. You know, you're probably gonna find it hard to fall asleep. You know, many people have insomnia actually. Okay, it's quite common. It's more common than you might think. It's very, very common. Yeah. I don't sleep a lot because I do a lot of I do a lot of writing and I do a lot of, you know, live streams, so I don't have much time to sleep. But when I sleep, I mean it's pretty okay. It's pretty okay, you know. I should sleep more, but you know, I always say 24 hours are not enough for me to do everything I want to do. So I cut back on sleep and I do other stuff, okay? I do live streams, I do podcasts, I do writing, okay? Okay. All right. Let's see. All right, my friends. Bree says I sleep like a baby, but I don't need a lot of sleep. Okay. All right, let's see, California. Okay, so James is saying James would like to see Nicole Shanahan run for California governor as a Republican. Yeah, Nicole Shanahan was RFK Jr.'s running mate, right? RFK Jr., when he was running for president, uh, he selected Nicole Shanahan as running mate. And obviously, then RFK Jr. Suspended his campaign and uh, endorsed Donald Trump. And now he's nominated for the Secretary of Health and Human Services. So um, Nicole Shanahan, is she going to run for office in the future? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Nicole Shanahan. All right. But yeah, California needs a Republican governor. Really, California needs a Republican governor. So that's so important. Republican governor in California. That'd be awesome. By the way, my friends, we have reached 19,000 views for this video. That's so great. 2 hours and 25 minutes, 19,000 views. That's pretty good. I mean, it's slower than usual, but still quite good. One Texas miner is asking, how many hours of sleep do you typically get in a night? Well, that's an interesting question. So let's say, for example, if I conclude this live stream sometime in the next half hour, and then if it takes me another half hour to fall asleep, so maybe I'll sleep at 1:30 a.m. and maybe I'll wake up at, I don't know, 5:30, 6, I don't know. Sometimes my live streams, when I start my live streams at 11 p.m. and I do a 3-hour live stream, then I'm doing live stream until like 2 a.m. So if I end the live stream and if I go to bed at like 2:30 and if I fall asleep right away, then I may still wake up at 6 in the morning. And then maybe 5:30. I don't know. I'm usually up early, okay? And then, sometimes, if I had my dinner early in the evening, and I do a long live stream, then right after ending the live stream, I may be hungry, so I may eat something. It could be something very simple. It's a bad idea because after I'm ending my live stream, I'm thinking about going to bed. So if I'm not gonna eat something heavy. I'm gonna eat something light. Okay, maybe a banana, maybe some fruit, maybe drink a glass of milk. I don't know. Maybe a cookie. I don't know. So, but I'm not gonna eat anything heavy because then you shouldn't eat something heavy and lie down and sleep right away. Okay, bad idea. Because it could. I'm not a clinician, but obviously common sense tells me it's not good for your health. So, like today, I may eat something light. Okay, I don't know what it'll be. I'm gonna have to look inside the refrigerator. I may have some dessert, some nice dessert. I have some nice dessert. Okay. I don't know if you're familiar with this dessert. It's called shemai. Shemai. It's a Bengali dessert. Shemai. I may have a little bit of that. Okay. It's vermicelli cooked with raisins and pistachio and almonds. You could also add cashews if you want. Cooked in milk. Okay, creamy, very creamy. It's really good. So I have that in the refrigerator. So I may get that. I may have a little bit of that. So yeah, I don't, ideally 8 hours of sleep you should get. But because I do long live streams, I may sleep for, 5 hours, 4 hours. I don't know. Yeah. Depending on if I have, let's say I do a late night live stream and then I have to wake up early in the morning and go someplace for a breakfast event. Let's say I have an event which is a 1 hour drive away from where I am. Maybe it's a breakfast event that I have to go to. So I have to wake up early, get ready, leave home, get there. So I may be sleeping for less than 4 hours. Okay. Um, you know, okay. It all depends. But if you can get 8 hours of sleep, highly, highly recommended. Even doctors would tell you, right? Get 8 hours of sleep. That's really good. All right, my friends. Hold on. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to see if we reached. Oh, we have reached 9,600 subscribers. Exactly 9,600. Okay. So if we can increase that number by a few more, that would be great. Because you know what some people end up doing? Some people, some very, mysterious people out there, what they do is they subscribe and then they unsubscribe, which I don't understand. Okay, I don't understand. So let's get to 9,600. Let's get a few more. We're trying to get to 10,000 actually. We're trying to get to 10,000, but if we can get to 9,000, 600, we got to 9,600. If we can increase that number by a little bit, that'll be great. Okay. All right. We're gonna. I'm hopeful we're gonna reach 10,000. See, it just fell below 9,600 because some individual out there decided to unsubscribe. Okay, maybe a lefty. That's some Democrat who did that, unsubscribed. Okay, a Democrat out there, decided, oh, Tassif reached 9,600 subscriber. That's a nice milestone. I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm gonna hit unsubscribe. Okay, that's what. Maybe the person who unsubscribed, that's a Bernie Sanders supporter. That is a Bernie Sanders supporter. The person who hit unsubscribe is a Bernie Sanders supporter. Okay, maybe an AOC supporter. That individual who hit unsubscribe, okay, wants to see socialism. We're not gonna let that happen. Okay, so my friends, I need your support. I need your support, my friends. Okay, don't let the Bernie Sanders supporters, don't let the AOC supporters, okay, don't let them win, okay? People who support AOC and Bernie Sanders, those who hit subscribe only to unsubscribe, don't let that win. Don't let them win, okay? So subscribe, help me cross 9,600, right there, 9,601. Okay, and maybe there's some other Bernie Sanders supporter out there who's now going to hit unsubscribe and and make me go back. Okay, 9602, that is great. Let us increase their numbers. AC is saying it's okay, you don't need their subscription. That's true, AC. I like what you said. All the Bernie Sanders supporters, all the left-wing individuals, okay, people who support Gavin Newsom, people who support that guy in Illinois, what's his name? JB Pritzker. Okay, all the JB Pritzker, Gavin Newsom, Bernie Sanders, AOC supporters, we don't need their subscription. We don't need their subscription, right? All right. All right, my friends. Let's see. Stainless is writing Patriots for America. Yes, Patriots for America, absolutely. Wow. We are 2 hours and 34 minutes into the live stream, and the number of viewers just, seems like it's going up a bit. All right, let's see. All right, listen. 2 hours, 34 minutes into the live stream. I know we did Trump 2024. We wrote Trump 2024 and showed our support for Donald Trump. Let's do something else. Donald Trump is now President-elect Trump. Let's write President-elect Trump in the live chat window. If you support Donald Trump, write President-elect Trump in the live chat window, my friends. Let's go. Let's do it. I love it. President-elect Trump. Now that's a temporary title because soon he's going to be President Trump once again, 47th president of the United States of America. But right now, he's President-elect Trump. So let's write President-elect Trump, okay? Misty is writing President-elect Trump. Michelle is writing President-elect Trump. Bree is writing President-elect Trump. James is writing President-elect Trump. Michael Brown is writing President-elect Trump. Who else? Bill is writing President-elect Trump. B is writing President-elect Trump. This is so awesome. Steve is writing President-elect Trump. James is writing President-elect Trump. AC Cruz is writing President-elect Trump. Ken is writing President-elect Trump. One Texas Minor writing President-elect Trump. This is so awesome, okay? Super is writing 48th and 49th. What does that mean? We're talking about the 47th. Freshly is writing President-elect Trump. Sassy is writing President-elect Trump. Kushi is writing President-elect Trump. That is so awesome. Steve is writing President-elect Trump. Thank you so very much, my friends. Did I miss anyone's comments? I am so sorry. Okay, let me end the live poll. There's a poll running. The poll says, are you in favor of Donald Trump choosing millennials, okay, those born between 81 and 96, for his new administration? Okay, do you support, are you in favor of Donald Trump choosing millennials for his new administration? Okay, I'm going to report the answers now. 206 people voted. 66% said yes, 33% said no. Okay. All right, my friends. All right, my friends. So I asked the question, are you in favor of Donald Trump choosing millennials for his new administration? 206 people voted. Overwhelmingly, people said yes. 66% said yes, they support. Yes, they are in favor of Donald Trump choosing millennials for his new administration. 66% said yes. 33% said no. Overwhelmingly, people support Donald Trump choosing millennials for his new administration. So, my friends, with that, I think it is time to conclude this live stream. It's 2 hours and 38 minutes. Wow, 2 hours and 38 minutes long, this live stream. It has been such an amazing 2 hours and 38 minutes with you all. I truly enjoy our conversation, our live chat. My friends, I am very grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you for your love and support and your words of encouragement. Thank you. Thank you so very much for helping this community grow. Okay, my friends, we will continue to do these live streams. So stay connected. Subscribe if you have not done so already. Please hit the like button. Please share this video with your friends, family members, and your neighbors, my friends. President-elect Donald Trump will soon be the 47th president of the United States of America. Thank you so very much, my friends. We are going to make America great again. So with that, my friends, thank you. May God bless you all. May God bless Donald Trump and his administration. And may God bless the United States of America. Thank you, my friends. Have a wonderful night. I will be back again with more videos and more live stream. Thank you. Have a wonderful night.